Let's get right into the first thing you'll want to do on ClubStubs. Buy a stub. We have Chicago playing Brooklyn. It's the only game minting right now. All I've done so far is added Solana cryptocurrency to my browser wallet and connected that wallet to ClubStubs. You can see my Sol balance here. Even though I like Chicago, I'm going to go with a Brooklyn stub this time. I'm going to click the buy button under the stub I want, and you'll see this middle panel respond here. I could have also clicked the stub itself and clicked buy from there, but it's really the same result. I see the mint price is half a Sol, and now all I need to do is click the mint button, and my wallet automatically opens up to confirm the transaction. I click confirm, and down in the bottom left, I see it processing. It's in the blockchain's hands now, so we have to wait a few seconds for the transaction to go through. Then we see the notification that it was minted successfully, and we get this little yellow indicator on top of the stub itself, which validates that I now have one inside my connected wallet. I'll also jump into my wallet's NFT section just to see it quick, and there it is. This minting period is over once the game begins in real life, or all stubs for both teams sell out. So in this case, if stubs don't sell out first, minting will end on the 9th at 6:30 Central. And there we go, minting has ended, and you can see our game status has changed to Marketplace. Plus, now we can see this total airdrop pool amount for the game. This is essentially the amount of Sol that will be offered to stub holders after the game. The per winning stub panel here tells you the claim amount that every stub for the winning team will receive. The final number actually depends on which team wins, of course, so ClubStubs always shows the lower amount of those two possible outcomes, so your claim could be higher. If you have multiple stubs, you'll be offered this claim amount for each of the winning stubs you have, but it will be sent over as one lump sum. More on that in a minute. During this marketplace stage, you're buying stubs that other people have listed for sale because no more stubs can be minted. ClubStubs will automatically queue up the cheapest stub for the team you're buying, so you don't need to browse through any listings to find the lowest price. The floor price tells you what that lowest price is, but keep in mind that someone could be trying to buy it at the same time. So if I did click buy on this one, I just double check that the final price shown in the wallet transaction is a price I'm okay with, and then approve it to finish my purchase. I'm just gonna close out of this one because I'm happy with the one stub that I have. I'll come back and show you how to sell your stubs in a minute, but first I wanna show you how claims work, and it's really simple. Once this game ends in real life, the game status on ClubStubs will show as complete. Once it's complete, claims are available for the winning team's stub holders. Now, Brooklyn won this game, so now you can see the game is no longer in the active list of games because it's ended. I like using the owned tab because it's the list of all the games for which I've purchased stubs. It obviously doesn't matter here because I'm already in the game that I need, but it's handy once you start clicking around between games. So we ended up with a 1.13 Sol per Brooklyn stub. It knows I have a Brooklyn stub in my wallet, so my claim button lights up. Let's check my balance first in my wallet. It's about 4.09-ish Sol. I hit claim, see the claim amount in my wallet confirmation, and hit approve. Wait for the blockchain to process it. And now right away, I can see the full amount has been added to my wallet balance, and the claim button shows me the timestamp of my claim and how much I received. So if I come back, I have a reminder there that I did get this one. Plus, you keep the stub. You didn't give up anything to get this claim. And that means you can still sell the stub if you want to, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Most people wait until their second or third game to try out selling a stub, and other people never ever sell a stub and just hold on to them forever. It's completely up to you and how you want to use the platform. I'm going to switch to dark mode just because I can. You can see this game still behaves the exact same way as during the marketplace stage, even though it's finished in real life. That's why this claim status box exists, so that you can clearly see that the claim for this game has already happened. But remember that the buying and selling process still works the same way. So let's say I want to list my Brooklyn stub for sale. I click the sell button, and the middle panel asks for my sell price. I can see that the current floor price is 0.78 Sol, which means that it's currently the lowest price for a Brooklyn stub that someone else has listed. If I had multiple Brooklyn stubs, I could select which serial number I wanted to sell, but it doesn't really matter because all team stubs look the same within each game. If I want to be quick, I can use one of these buttons to enter a price relative to the current lowest price. This way I can be slightly above or below that floor price without having to think about it. Once I click one of these, the buttons just start adjusting my entered price by whichever percentage I'm clicking. But I'm just going to type in here manually and set it to 0.5 Sol. Even though that's what I paid for it in the first place, I already got my claim for this game and figure only a collector is going to buy it, so I'm just going to price it to sell. Remember, selling during a game before the claim happens works the same way as this, but you'll probably have a different pricing strategy depending on how the game's going and depending on which team you have. So I'm going to click sell to confirm my price, which opens up this same type of wallet approval window as we're used to seeing by now. This tells me I have a very tiny blockchain fee. This is about 4 cents by today's price, and that I'm sending my stub NFT over. So ClubStubs holds onto the stub that you're listing for sale so that it can immediately transfer it to a buyer. I'm going to click approve, and you'll see that I no longer have that one owned yellow tab on top of the Brooklyn stub because I've listed it for sale. You see I can still buy someone else's Brooklyn stub that they've listed for sale, but if I click the sell button again, let me switch back to light mode so you can read it, it informs me I've already listed a stub. ClubStubs limits each wallet to listing one stub per sale at a time per team, just so that no one can easily manipulate the market by posting a bunch of the same team. You have to wait for this Brooklyn stub to sell in order to list another one, or you can cancel your current listing to change the price or delist it altogether. I just hit cancel, my wallet tells me that I'll get my stub back, and I hit approve. That one owned yellow tag just came back, and after a minute or so, that stub will reappear in my browser wallet. It's the same exact stub that I had in the first place. And now my Brooklyn sell button lets me list it again if I wanted to. Keep in mind that it's okay to have a stub listed for sale when the game ends. You will still count as the owner of that stub until it sells, which means you'd still qualify for a claim if that team wins. Again, you may never sell a stub, and that's perfectly fine. Aside from the claims that you can get from every game, ClubStubs also gives out extra rewards for collectors at the end of each league's season. We talk about these collector rewards and a bunch of upcoming features on our Discord channel. Use the link on our site to add your input and join that conversation, and may your teams do better than last year.